Hi again, this is Doug Williams from Viva Las Vegas Autos. A few weeks ago, I go to the auction and I see one of my favorite cars, a Mercedes wagon. I love Mercedes wagons. This here is a 2005 E500 4Matic, which is an all-wheel drive Mercedes wagon with the third row seat in the back. That's like the coolest ever, and the reason why is when I was a little kid, my parents dragged me back and forth across the United States like 50 times it seemed like, from California to the coast back east. And every time I got to sit in the back of that wagon. So those days, those memories for me are pretty cool. That's why I like wagons. But like in this wagon is a whole different story. This is a Mercedes. This was a high-end E500 V8 that is loaded also. This car has the premium package on it, which gives you the nav and a bunch of other stuff. We'll have that listed on the website. It's also got the lighting package with the HIDs, and they move when you turn and things like that. It's got a lot of cool features on it. Even when you go around a corner, the seat bolster kind of sits in and goes against your back. Just lots of cool things. But most importantly, when I'm at the auction looking for a car, I'm looking for a car that's been maintained and treated to perfection. This car, we pulled up the service history on it. Fantastic service history since day one. The car was bought right here in Henderson, Nevada, just 12 miles from us, and serviced there throughout its whole life. We've got service records all the way up to 100,000 miles on this car, including the 90,000 mile major service history that was done on the car as well. And it shows. When you look at this car is beautiful inside and out. Original paint, factory beautiful. Not a lot of chips on the front like you'd normally see on a car. This car just is top shelf stuff in and out. We did a few little things to it. Whenever I take it to my shop, the A-Best one that I talk about in my ad, we actually go in and have him just tell me whatever's wrong. Like on this particular car, the rear struts in the back door, didn't want to lift it up all the way. We had that taken care of. Any little thing that I want taken care of, brake sensors, anything like that, I just say get it done. I want the car nice, so when you guys, the customers that get to own this car, come pick this thing up, you're happy about it. That's what I'm looking for. I want a top shelf car for a client that wants a top shelf car. That's the whole idea. Plus, a nice Mercedes wagon behind that. This is literally their flagship vehicle in a wagon form, which is really kind of cool. The only thing you can do better than this is probably a V12 sedan. But this car here is going to make somebody happy, and the condition that it's in, meticulous care inside and out. When you walk around, literally you won't see dents and dings. I mean, nothing that stands out and says, ugh, you know. This car is nice. You're going to appreciate the quality of this car. With 100,000, 109,000 miles on it that it has right now, barely broken in. This car can do a lot more miles on that, especially with the care that it's had. And it dries a bone up in the air. There's no leaks on this car. You're going to be impressed with this car, both, like I said, inside and out, and mechanically especially. The car is just dead on, spot on. Anyways, let's go for a drive and you'll see a lot of other cool stuff that this car has. So, you get in the car, you have the key in your pocket. Put your foot on the brake, and you hit this little start button. By the way, I had that replaced too, because it was janky. Oh, nice sound system. 12 speakers in this thing. Really banging. Anyways, you don't have to put the key in the ignition, which is kind of cool. You just have to have it near you. It's a proximity key, which is really cool. Of course, push start on the little shifter there. That's like a really expensive thing to replace, if you've known that on these things. And a lot of people just jicky jack it together and don't replace it. Like I said, I want my cars right all the time. Put that thing into drive, and again, the first thing you notice when you're in this car is how dang nice it is. The interior, spotless, beautiful, beautiful condition. Literally looks like a car with a third of that mileage on it. Super quiet, of course. Other nice thing is these seats, both heated and air conditioned, which is really cool. And this thing's got balls. Should I say that? It's got power. Gotta always know my client, you know. Get in a hot rod, you know, Camaro or something like that, and I can say that. But I get in a Mercedes wagon, I gotta respect my clientele. This thing has lots of power. It's got a big V8 under the hood. Now this is an all-wheel drive, so for those that are in snow, you can get a car that can actually handle the snow. Active suspension on it, great for handling characteristics. Like I said, these seats also, when you're going around corners like I am right now, the bolsters cinch in on your side, which is really actually kind of cool. Feels like you're getting held into the seat. Even though this is a big car, it handles like a tight Mercedes-Benz should handle. You just don't feel like you're floating in a land yacht. Even though this car is heavy. But if you're looking at this car, I know that you're probably into Mercedes, just like I am. And you know that when somebody's had a high quality Mercedes and they've kept it nice, those cars can go for a lot more years. Get a lot of good service. One thing I've always been impressed with Mercedes is how they last if they're well taken care of. You know, these cars can have 200,000-300,000 miles on them. If somebody takes care of them, they literally still look like excellent condition. About a year ago I had a 275,000 mile 1982 diesel wagon. One of my favorite cars ever. And that car sold for probably way more than what this car is going to sell for. Amazed me. The quality of that car, that many years old, and the clientele that were hunting for that thing. I don't know what it is about Mercedes wagons, but I know what I like about them. Built to the highest standards of any wagon in the world. Powerful. I mean, it's a car that I'm going around the corner right now. I should be doing 25 on. Don't want to tell you, I'm doing a whole lot more than that. And I don't even fret. You know your handling in this car is no problem. Huge brakes up front. It's a car that you feel ultra safe in. Most importantly, as with any car, but especially with Mercedes, is maintenance and care. And this car has not lacked at one level on maintenance and care. A lot of people will call me and ask me, well, has this been done? Was that been done? Yeah, everything's been done. Car's had its timing thing done at 90, I think it's 89,000 miles. Had 90,000 mile service. It's all done. It's a big peso right there. Of course, it's had other stuff done in between there. You look on the list online and you'll see all the service and repairs that's been done on this car. You'll be impressed. Somebody didn't slouch when it comes to keeping this car nice, and you can see that when you look inside and outside. Like I said, no seepage, no leaks underneath the car, just straight up. And you can put your grandkids in the back and they can sit out the back like I used to when I was a little kid. My Matchbox cars going down the freeway, look at cars. That's what I used to do. That's why I like wagons. They're the coolest. The other day, actually, my wife and I took our 6-year-old out. Went to dinner, made the wife drive home, and I sat in the back with my 6-year-old. Had fun doing it. And I think you will too. You're never too old to sit in the back of a wagon. At least I know I'm not. I'm 50. See you guys. Have fun. Hope you enjoyed the video.